Okay. So if this is the pipe, okay, this is the pipe through which a fluid is flowing. Okay. So what is meant by A1 V1 equal to A2 V2? Anyone? Which equation is this? Continuity
Continuity.
equation. Good. Continuity equation. Okay. I have told you something about discharge. Q equal to area into velocity. Right. Q is the discharge. Discharge means what? It is unit is meter cube per second, or the amount of fluid flowing through a section per second is called as discharge, or also known as discharge is also known as rate of flow, rate of flow, or also known as volumetric flow rate, or also known as volumetric flow rate. Why volumetric flow rate? Because if you see the unit of this discharge, it is meter cube per second. The unit is meter cube per second. So which physical quantity or which parameter has the unit meter cube? Which physical?
Volume.
Volume. So therefore it is volume per second. Okay. Volume of the fluid flowing through a pipe per second. That is volumetric flow rate, or also known as discharge, or also known as rate of flow. Okay. Now, at if I consider two section in a pipe, if I consider two section in a pipe, okay, section 1 and section 2. Sorry, section 1 and section 2. Okay. So what is happening here is the amount of fluid flowing through section 1 is equal to the amount of fluid flowing through the section 2. Okay. So that's why we are saying that A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2. Now you can say that, sir, there is no change in the dimension of the pipe. The pipe is in the linear this one. Okay. There's no change in the dimension of the pipe. Then it will be A1 V1 equal to A2 V2. But if I consider if I consider
Nozzle.
a nozzle or a tapered pipe, okay, and if I consider section 1 and section 2, here also the amount of fluid flowing through this pipe, tapered pipe, is same. Therefore here also this equation will be suitable. A1 V1 equal to A2 V2. मतलब अभी तुम लोग अभी क्या करोगे, इस पाइप से अगर पानी जाना है तो नल चालू करोगे ना, or you will start the tap, right? When you on the tap, what will happen? If you completely open it, you are completely opening the tap means you're completely leaving the water out. The discharge will be okay. Okay, discharge will be higher. But when you go on closing it, what will happen? The discharge will going on lowering, right? If you cut the pipe, okay, and if you remove the tap, okay, the water will be continuously flowing, right? So discharge is controlled by the tap, but the discharge throughout the pipe will be same. Discharge throughout the pipe will be same. So another example is that you understood this part, na? A1 V1 equal to A2 V2. See, there is a
Yes,
tap,
sir.
there is a tap through which water is flowing. Okay, and I'll place a bucket of 20 liters. Imagine 20 liters. So if you are in hurry and you want to have bath, okay, what you will do? You will open up the tap completely. Will you open it completely? Okay. That time what you do for filling 20 liters of bucket, how much time it will take? Imagine. Okay. You are taking around 2 to 3 minutes. Okay. 3 minutes means 180 seconds. So 20 divided by 180 seconds, it is nothing but, don't calculate, just it's an example. Liters per second aa gaya. So this is your volumetric flow rate, because liter is what? Volume, right? So volumetric flow that you convert into meter cube per second and everything and all that. Okay. Leave. Now, if you are not in hurry and if you are having holiday like in lockdown, you won't. Some people even uh, make it very slow. Okay, they will leave the tap slowly and the water will be filling. What will happen? Whether the time will be increasing or less? What will happen to discharge if I partially open the tap? If I partially open the tap, what will happen?
Time will increase, sir.
Time will increase and the discharge will become less. But the quantity of water which is coming from the pipe will be same. but it will not be whatever we are thinking. The volume is same, but what will happen? The time will increase. Therefore, the discharge will decrease. Okay. So as we completely open the tap, it will be full discharge. It will completely partially open it. It will be less discharge compared to the complete or open tap. Okay. This is the point I want to clear. Okay. Fine. Done. Leave it. Because that is important from your exam point of view. That's why I was from the problems point of view. Okay. Now, okay, so here we have taken A1 V1 equal to A2 V2. So have you understood the problems? Any doubts you have? I'll be sharing the notes, don't worry, but you have to solve, practice them. Okay. I think there is a network issue. Okay. Now is it visible? Okay.
Yes, sir.
It was because of this one, network issues. Okay. Okay, so there is a pipe which is placed at a slope of 2 in 5. There are two pressure gauges placed at upper end and lower end, 20 Newton and 12.5 Newton per centimeter square. It is measuring. If the diameters at the upper end and lower end are 15 centimeter, 10 centimeter respectively, determine the quantity of water flowing per second. Okay, so this is the diagram. This is the diagram. So what he is telling that there is a pipe. There is a pipe. Okay, this is the pipe which is placed in a slope of 2 in 5. Placed in a slope of 2 in 5, whose length is 5 meter. Whose length is 5 meter. Two pressure gauges each fixed at upper end and lower end. Two pressure gauges are fixed at upper end and lower end. So at the upper end, it reads 20 Newton per centimeter square, and at the lower end, it is reading 12.5 Newton per centimeter square. If the diameters at the upper end and lower ends are, here the diameter is 15 centimeter and here the diameter is 10 centimeter. Determine the quantity of water flowing per second. What you have to determine quantity of water means?
Q.
Rate of discharge.
Rate of discharge, or not rate of discharge, rate of flow, that is Q you have to determine. Okay. Now, so what all things are given over here? Length is given, diameter is given in terms of centimeter, converted into meter, same. Okay, diameter, both diameters are given. So you have to imagine, like, see, two pressure gauges, each fixed at upper end and lower end, 20 and 12. 20 Newton per centimeter square यहाँ पर, 12 यहाँ पर, ठीक है. Now, if the diameters at the upper end and lower ends are 15 centimeter here, upper end 15 centimeter and lower end 20 centimeter respectively, determine the quantity of water flowing per second. So I have length, I know, pipe, diameter, and diameter at the upper end and lower end. Okay, what will be the pressure? I have told you, he has given in terms of Newton per centimeter square, converted into Newton per meter square by multiplying it with 10 raised to 4. Same way here, 12.5 Newton per centimeter square is converted into 12.5 into 10 raised to 4 Newton per meter square. Okay, you have to find the area. Can you calculate me and tell me the area for this? Because you have to calculate Q. If you want to calculate Q, you want area and velocity. Okay, so you are not given velocity also over here. We have to calculate that also. So it's better you calculate first area for both at 1 and section 2. Can anyone tell me the area at section 1?
0.017 meter cube.
0.017 meter cube. Okay, meter cube nahi, meter square, because it is area. Area unit is meter square. Volume unit is meter cube. Good.
Yes,
What
sir.
is area for at 2, section 2, 10 centimeter square?
7.85 into 10 to the power minus 3.
0.007853 meter square. Okay, done. Now let the datum line is passing the center of at the lower end. So this is the datum line. This is the datum line. This is 2 in 5. 2 in 5. Okay, so datum line is passing at the lower end, from the lower end of the pipe. Okay, then what will happen to Z2 and Z1? What will happen to Z2 and Z1? Z2 will be obviously 0, because the datum line at this point, this is the datum line. There is no Z over here. There is no height. There is no datum head. So Z2 will be 0. What will be Z1? Z2 will be 0 if datum line is near to this at Z. At section 2, the datum line is touching the datum head. Therefore, it is 0. Z1 will be 2 by 5 into 5. Okay, because slope is 2 is to 5, right? 2 in 5. So 2 by 5 into 5 is 2 meter. So Z2 is from datum line to the center of pipe is 2 meter. Okay. So as the slope is 2 in 5, hence Z1 will be 2 meter. Okay.
Sir, why to take into 5, sir? 2 by 5 into 5.
2 by 5 into 5 is 5 is the length of the pipe, na?
Yes, sir.
5 is the length of the pipe, so you have to take 2 by 5 into slope into the length. So you are getting
Yes, sir.
2 meter. Okay. Fine. Now using continuity equation, see what you have to determine here. You have to determine Q. You can use A1 V1 or you can use A2 V2. Now, right, I can use anything, right? Do you agree? I can use A1 V1 or A2 V2. I want to know discharge. But the point is that I have A1, I have A2. Okay, I have calculated it over here. But I don't have V1 and V2. Do you agree? I don't have V1 and V2. How to calculate V1 and V2? We can calculate using what?
Bernoulli's equation.
Bernoulli's equation. Okay. But the problem is that I have P1, I have P2. I have V1, I don't have V1 and V2. I have Z1 and Z2. Okay. But I have to get an equation where I can relate both V1 and V2. Something to V2. I can relate V1 and V2. So how to get that equation is by using continuity equation. So continuity equation is A1 V1 equal to A2 right? So what we are taking Okay, even equal to V2 by even. So what is E2? 0.07853 divided by what is even?
Sir, voice is not coming properly, sir.
0.0177 V2 into V2. We don't know V2, we have to calculate this. 0.444 V2. This is the equation which we have. Okay, I'm facing a internet issue over here. Okay, I think it has again stopped presenting. Okay, are you able to see the screen? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So, you find out the value first. What is the value of V1 and V2 first? Anyone? If you are not got, you can use this formula. I have written it here. Fast. Let's set 2. So you know P1, 20 into 10 raised to 4 divided by 1000 into 9.81 because water is flowing through the pipe, plus V1 is equal to 0.444 V2 divided by 2G, 2 into 9.81, plus Z1 is 2 meter equal to P2 by rho G. P2 is how much? 12.5 by 1000 into 9.81 plus V2 plus Z2. What's the answer? Bhaurav Patil. Bhaurav Patil, are you there? Did you get the answer? Solve it first. That last part calculation is a bit lengthy, okay? You have to write everything and keep. Then only you will understand. So have you got like this equation? How much is the answer? V2 answer. Fast. What is the answer for V2? Any one of you? What you do is this minus this. First you do. Okay. Get right like this 20 into 10 raised to 4 divided by 1000 into 9.81. Okay. Plus 2. Or you can take it as like this. Hope I am audible to everyone. Minus 12.5 into 10 raised to 4 divided by 1000 into 9.81. Okay, plus 2. Okay, this is one side. Next side is you 0.44. Otherwise, you don't change this. You keep it as 2G and take it over here. So it will be V2 square by 2G minus 0.44 V2 square by 2G. So it will be, if you take V2 square by 2G, it will be common. Okay, so it will be like V2 square by 2G divided into 1 minus 0.444. Okay, so it will be like this somewhat. And you can square it. Like this you can do. What is the answer? G value is 9.81. You don't know acceleration due to gravity. $15.29. Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else with the answers? 15.34. Hmm. 15.34. Okay. So I got 15.35 meter per second. Can you calculate discharge? You don't have to go for V1. You can calculate using E2, V2. What is discharge? What is discharge? Q equal to E2, V2.
0.1205.
0.1205. Unit. Unit is important. Without unit, it's like without a surname. What is its unit?
Meter cube per second.
Very good. So the answer is 0.1205 meter cube per second. Okay. Shall we go to the next problem? Okay. So this is one of the important problems from the exam point of view. Okay. A pump has a tapering pipe running full of water. Okay. The pipe is placed vertically with diameters at the base and top being 1.2 meter and 0.6 meter respectively. So the pipe is placed vertically. The pipe is placed vertically. Okay. With the diameters at the base as 1.2. Diameter at the base is what? 1.2 meter diameter. Okay. And at the top is 0.6 meter respectively. The pressure at the upper end is 240 mm Hg of vacuum. At this, the pressure is 240 mm of Hg. 240 mm of Hg. Vacuum hai. Okay, it is vacuum pressure, not atmospheric or gauge pressure. Okay, while the pressure at lower end is 15 kilonewton per meter square. At the lower end is 15 kilonewton per meter square. Assume the head loss to be 20% of the difference of velocity head. So yesterday I have told you another equation where we are calculating the real fluid. Okay, for real fluid, we are taking the losses which are happening in the pipe. Okay, so that is nothing but the head loss. Okay, so that is 20% of your HL, 20% of head loss. Okay, calculate the discharge. You have to calculate Q, and the flow is vertically upwards, and difference of elevation is 3.9 meter. The fluid is flowing like this. The fluid is flowing like this. Okay, which will be section 1 and section 2. This will be section 2 and this will be section 1. The fluid is flowing upward, means it is flowing from bottom to top. Okay, and you have to calculate the discharge. And here what is telling that Z2 minus Z1 is, Z1 minus Z2 is, or Z2 minus Z1 is 3.9 meter, the difference in elevation. Okay, so it means that this is the point, this is the height of the pipe which is placed vertically, 3.9 meter. Okay, we'll see whether the diagram is same or not. Okay, so see, this is the pipe which is placed vertically. It at a distance of 3.9 meter from this one. So it is section 1.1. Okay, this is section 1.1. The diameter at the bottom is 1.2 meter. The pressure is 15 kilonewton per meter square. Then we have direction of flow as like this. Okay. Then we have diameter 2 as 0.6 meter at the top end. Okay. And the distance between and the length or the elevation of the pipe is 3.9 meter. Or we can say this is Z1 is 0. Z2 is how much? 3.9 meter. Okay. Now, so what are the given things are there? Given is the diameter 1.2 meter, diameter 2, 0.6 meter. Pressure at P1, that is 15 into 1000 Newton per meter square. Okay. Next, what is P2? P2 by rho mg has given. He has told you that, see, the pressure at the upper end is 240 mm Hg of vacuum. It is in terms of meter. So it is pressure head. Okay, it is pressure head. P2 by rho mg equal to minus 240 mm of Hg. So what is the atmospheric pressure in terms of Hg, mm of Hg? How much is the pressure? Atmospheric pressure in terms of mm of Hg. Can anyone tell me?
Seven 20 mm of Hg.
760 mm of Hg. 760 mm of Hg. Okay, that is the pressure. Okay, during in the atmospheric pressure. Okay, so now minus 240 mm of Hg, where rhom is the density of mercury. Hg means mercury. Okay, 13.6 into 1000 kg per meter cube. As I have told, the head loss is 20% difference of the velocity head. Okay, it means that HL equal to 20% of velocity head. What is velocity head? V2 square minus by 2g minus V1 square by 2g, like this, or V1 minus V2. Okay, it is like this. Okay, so we'll see how the equation will come now. 20% difference of velocity heads. Velocity head means kinetic head. Okay, so 20 by 100 into V2 square by 2g minus V1 square by 2g. Okay, next. So we will write it as 0.2, 20 by 100, 0.2 V2 square minus V1 square by 2g. Okay, here V2 is more than V1. Here V2 is more than V1. Can anyone tell me why? Why V2? At this point, velocity is more than this.
Diameter of section 2 is smaller than diameter 1.
Okay, fine. Very good. And also the pressure is less. When the pressure is less, what will happen is the velocity will be more. Therefore, V2 is greater than V1. Okay, very good. Next. So difference of mercury level, I have told you. Difference of level is 3.9 meter. Difference of this one is 3.9 meter. Okay. As per the pressure head at the upper end is 240 mm of Hg of vacuum. So what we are doing, we are going to calculate. It is P2 by rho g equal to 0.24 meter of Hg. I have converted this 240 mm into meter. Okay. Now the rhom is density of mercury 13.6 into 1000. So we are going to calculate P2. P2 equal to rhom. I am just multiplying it with this. So rhom 0.24 minus 0.24 into rhom is 13.6 into 1000 into g. So we are getting this answer. So this is the P2, which is negative, and at P1 it is 15 kilonewton per meter square. Okay, and the water is flowing from down to top. Okay. Using continuity equation, what we are going to determine? We are going to determine the equation, because here also he has not given V1 and V2. So we have to find an equation where we can relate V1 and V2. So we have taken V2 equal to 4V1. This you can take even V1 equal to 1 by 4 V2 also. There's no problem. Okay. It depends on you how you do it. But if you're getting it, it will be easy to substitute 4V1. Na? So we are taking V2 equal to 4V1. Okay. Fine. So by applying Bernoulli's equation, which equation we are going to use here? Real fluid or imaginary ideal fluid equation? Z1 equal to P2 by rho g plus V2 square by 2g plus Z2 plus HL. This is for the real fluid. Okay. Plus HL. Calculate and let me know the answer. You have the value of V1. Calculate V1. Calculate V1 first. Then you can calculate the discharge. So you have all the data over here. You have P1 15 kilonewton per meter square. That is 15 into 1000 divided by 1000 into 9.81. V1 square is as it is by 2 into you can keep as it is. Z1 is how much? Z1 is 0.
0.
P2 by rho g is P2 you have got minus 32019.8 Newton per meter square. Just go on checking the answer, sir. Just don't go blindly copying it. Rho into g, you know, 1000 into 9.81 plus what is V2 square? V2 is nothing but 4V1. 4V1, 4 into 4, V1 square. See, many of you will get confused. V2 equal to 4V1 है, ठीक है? So it will be V2 square means 4V1 whole square. So it will be 16V1 square. Okay, remember this. Don't forget while substituting. So 16V1 square by 2 into 9.81 plus Z2 is 3.9. HL is what? HL I have told you. HL is 0.2 of V2 square by minus V1 square by 2G. Substitute and let me know the answer of V1 fast. What is the value of V1? Like how you did for the previous problem, same way you have to do. Tell me the answer for V1. Everyone. P1 is 15 into 10 raised to 3 Newton per meter square. You know rho and you know G, 1000 into 9.81. V1 as it is, V2 you have to change to 16 V1 square. 16 V1 square will be your V2. Okay. What is Z1? Z1 will be 0. Z2 will be 3.9. Okay. HL I have written over here. Now what you have to do, you have to just substitute and find out the answer. Anything which is missing over here? Any value which is missing?
Sir, how to take HL, sir?
HL is point V2 square minus V1 square 2G, like this. HL like this, 0.2 V2 square minus V1 square by 2G. HL is 0.2 V2 square minus V1 square by 2G. So from this you will be getting one more equation. So where you have to add it and solve it. Okay, you try it once. What you do is, see, I'll write it 15 into 10 raised to 4 divided by 2 into 1000 into 9.81. 15 into 10 raised to 3, 15,000. Okay, rho is 1000 into 9.81. Okay, plus Z1 is how much? It is 0. So what I'll do, I'll take this P2 rho G here. So it will be minus. What is minus P2? Minus 32019.8 divided by 1000 into 9.81. Do you agree? Itna aaya? Next what we'll do is that this V2 square by 2G, I'll keep it as it is. V2 square by 2G as it is. Here there is one more. This I'll bring it here on this side. It will be minus V1 square by 2G. Do you agree with this? Okay. Plus Z2 plus Z2 you can keep, or else you can substitute the value, or you can just take it here. You can keep minus 3.9. If you don't want it here, you can keep it like this. Sorry, it went 15 into 10 raised to 3 divided by 1000 into 9.81 minus 32019.8 divided by 1000 into 9.81. So what I did, I have taken, sorry, I have taken this here, and I am taking this here. Okay, Z1 is added to 0 plus Z2, I'll take it this side. So minus 3.9. This will be one side. Okay, another side will be what? V2 square by 2G minus V1 square by 2G plus what will be HL? 0.2 V2 square minus V1 square by 2G. Do you agree with this at least? So it is V2 square minus V1 square by 2G. See, if I do like this, it will be like this, right? This can be done like this. So here it will be 1 plus 0.2. Okay, 1 plus 0.2. So at this end, I am getting an equation like this. (1.2) V2 square minus V1 square by 2G at this end on the right hand side. I'm getting like this. Okay. When you get this, you substitute. ये सब तुम लोग calculate कर लो. You calculate all this and you get some answer here. Okay. When you get some answer, you make this equal to this. Okay. Then what you do, you substitute the value of V2, that is 4V1 square. So 4V1 square and you substitute, it will be 16V1 square. Okay, 16V1 square by 2 into 9.81. Then you can substitute and find the answer. Many of you have done it. Tell me the answer first. I hope I'm audible to you and you're able to see the screen. Did you get the answer? Anyone?
Sir, 0.985, sir.
0.985. Very good. The answer is 0.985. From that, you calculate the discharge. 0.985 V1. How you will find out the discharge? Q equal to A1 V1. Q equal to A1 V1. Find out the answer. What is the A1 V1? A1 is pi by 4 T1 square. How much is D1?
1.2 meters.
1.2. Pi by 4 into 1.2 whole square into 0.985. How much?
1.0972
Okay, fine.
meter cube per second.
I've got 1.1157 meter cube per second. Okay. Did you understand how to solve the problem at least? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.